Here are 10 awesome Steam Summer Sale games you can grab right now for under $10. We got everything from action games and horror games to relaxing indie adventures and classic arcade-style fun. And honestly, some of these deals are so good that it feels like Steam is basically giving these games away. So if you have a small budget but still want some amazing games, make sure to stick around because there are some absolute gems on this list. I am gonna start this list with Hi-Fi Rush, which is currently 50% off at $8.99. And this is easily one of the coolest action games released in the last few years. You play as Chai, a young guy who dreams of becoming a rock star. After a strange accident, music literally becomes part of his body, and now everything around him moves to the beat. The enemies, the environment, and even your attacks all sync up with the soundtrack. What makes this game special is that the combat rewards you for attacking on the beat. You can still button mash and have fun, but when you start matching your attacks to the music, everything feels smoother and much more satisfying. Pulling off long combos while the soundtrack is blasting in the background feels amazing. The art style is also fantastic. The colorful cartoon visuals make every level feel alive, and the characters are full of personality. The story is fun, the jokes are actually funny, and the whole game has a lot of charm. The rhythm mechanics might take a little time to get used to if you normally play traditional action games, but once everything clicks, it becomes incredibly hard to put down. For under $9, this is one of the best action game deals on Steam right now. Then we got Hotline Miami at a crazy 90% off for just 54 cents. And honestly, it is hard to believe you can buy a game this good for less than $1. This is a fast-paced top-down shooter where every fight can end in a second. You die quickly, but your enemies do too. Because of that, every room becomes a puzzle where you need to figure out the best way to clear it without getting killed. The gameplay is simple but extremely addictive. You kick down doors, grab weapons, throw objects, and take out enemies as quickly as possible. Every successful run feels rewarding because one mistake can ruin everything. One of the biggest reasons people still talk about this game today is the soundtrack. The music is absolutely incredible and perfectly matches the intense action happening on screen. Combined with the neon visuals and mysterious story, it creates a really unique experience. The game is definitely difficult, and some levels can be frustrating. You will probably die a lot, but for 54 cents, there is almost no reason not to add this classic indie game to your library. Next is Dave the Diver, which is 50% off at just $4.09, and this game is one of the most creative indie titles you can buy right now. During the day, you dive deep into the ocean looking for fish, treasure, and hidden secrets. Then at night, you help run a sushi restaurant using the fish you caught earlier. That gameplay loop sounds simple, but it works surprisingly well. Every dive feels different because there are always new fish to find and new areas to explore. Then when night comes, you get busy serving customers and managing the restaurant. The game also has a lot of humor. There are plenty of funny moments, interesting characters, and unexpected surprises throughout the adventure. Just when you think you know what the game is about, it introduces another mechanic. The only downside is that some tasks can become repetitive during very long play sessions. But considering the amount of content you get for just $4, this is easily one of the best bargains in the entire Steam Summer Sale. Then we have CARRION at 90% off for only 81 cents, and this game has one of the most unique ideas on this entire list. Most horror games make you run away from monsters. In CARRION, you are the monster. You control a strange alien creature that escapes from a laboratory. As you move through the facility, you hunt scientists, destroy security forces, and grow stronger by unlocking new abilities. The movement feels smooth and satisfying. Sliding through vents, grabbing enemies, and causing chaos never gets old. The pixel art looks great, and the animations make the creature feel truly dangerous. There are also small puzzle sections where you use your abilities to reach new areas. These help keep the gameplay fresh throughout the adventure. The game is not very long, and some players may want more variety in the puzzles. Still, for less than $1, it is incredibly easy to recommend. This is one of those games that feels completely different from everything else you have played. Now, if you are looking for something weird and different, we got Skate Story at 30% off for $6.29. This game puts you in control of a demon who has been given one chance at freedom. The goal is simple: skate all the way to the moon. Yeah, it is exactly as strange as it sounds. The skateboarding feels smooth and satisfying, and performing tricks while moving through these surreal environments feels great. The world looks absolutely beautiful, with dreamlike locations that feel unlike anything else on Steam. The soundtrack and visuals work together perfectly to create a unique atmosphere. Even when you are not doing anything important, simply skating through the environment feels enjoyable. This is not a traditional skateboarding game like Tony Hawk. It focuses more on style, story, and atmosphere. Some players may prefer a larger open world, but if you enjoy artistic indie games, Skate Story is definitely worth checking out. Then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge at 60% off for $3.39. And this game is pure fun from start to finish. If you grew up watching the Ninja Turtles cartoon, you are probably going to love this game. The pixel art perfectly captures the look of the classic show, and seeing all the familiar characters again is great. The gameplay is simple. You punch, kick, and combo your way through groups of enemies while moving through colorful levels. It is easy to learn and fun to play. Where the game really shines is co-op. Playing with friends creates some hilarious moments, and fighting through levels together feels exactly like an old-school arcade experience. The combat does not have a huge amount of depth, and experienced players may finish the campaign fairly quickly. But for just over $3, this is one of the easiest recommendations on the entire list. Then we have Hyper Light Drifter at 75% off for $4.99. And this is one of the most beautiful indie games ever made. The pixel art is absolutely stunning. Every location feels carefully designed, and the world has a mysterious atmosphere that pulls you in from the beginning. You explore different regions, discover secrets, and fight dangerous enemies using a mix of sword attacks and ranged weapons. The combat feels fast and responsive, and learning enemy attack patterns is important if you want to survive. One thing that makes the game stand out is how little it explains. Instead of constantly telling you what to do, it encourages exploration and discovery. That can also be a downside for some players because the game offers very little guidance. It is also quite challenging at times, but if you enjoy exploring mysterious worlds and overcoming difficult battles, Hyper Light Drifter is absolutely worth $5. Speaking of amazing atmosphere, we also got Dead Space at a massive 90% off for just $5.99. And this is easily one of the best horror game deals available right now. You play as engineer Isaac Clarke, who arrives on a giant spaceship only to discover that everything has gone horribly wrong. The ship is filled with terrifying creatures called necromorphs, and surviving them becomes your main goal. The visuals are fantastic, but the real star of the show is the sound design. Strange noises echo through dark hallways, making you constantly feel nervous about what might be waiting around the next corner. The combat is also unique because you often need to target enemy limbs instead of simply aiming for the head. This game is definitely intense, and some players may find the horror elements a little overwhelming. But for $6, you are getting one of the greatest survival horror games ever made. Then we got Alien Hominid HD at 30% off for $4.33. And this game proves that simple gameplay can still be incredibly fun. You play as a tiny alien trying to survive while the FBI chases you across different levels. The action is fast, chaotic, and packed with explosions. You are constantly running, jumping, shooting, and dodging enemy attacks. The controls feel responsive, and the hand-drawn cartoon art style gives the game a lot of personality. One of the best things about Alien Hominid HD is how easy it is to pick up and play. You can jump in for a quick session and immediately start having fun. Compared to modern games, it is fairly simple and does not offer a massive amount of content. But if you enjoy classic arcade action, this is a fantastic purchase for just over $4.
Finally, we have Blasphemous 2 at 75% off for $4.99. And this might honestly be the best deal on the entire list. This is a dark action platformer set in a strange and brutal world filled with monsters, secrets, and powerful bosses. You play as the Penitent One and travel through dangerous areas while unlocking new abilities and fighting increasingly difficult enemies. The combat feels great. Every weapon has its own strengths, and learning how to use them properly makes battles much more satisfying.
Exploration is also rewarding because there are hidden paths and secrets everywhere. The pixel art is absolutely incredible. Every location looks unique, and the boss designs are some of the most memorable you will find in the genre. The game can be difficult, and some players may not enjoy the amount of backtracking, but for $5, you are getting an amazing Metroidvania packed with content and challenge. So yeah guys, these are 10 amazing Steam Summer Sale games that you can grab right now for under $10. Whether you want intense action, horror, platforming, racing, exploration, or just a fun game to relax with, there is something here for everyone. Make sure to check these deals before the sale ends, because discounts like these do not stick around forever. Let me know down in the comments which game you are planning to pick up. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more Steam Sale recommendations. See you in the next one!